Hi, Professor D here, founder of Black Belt Breakthroughs and author of Secrets of the Black Belt Mindset. A little background, I'm a college professor and a master martial arts instructor. In fact, I've been studying human behavior and martial arts for over 4 decades. And this study has led me to a concept I call convergence. That's getting your source, your psychology, and your state, what you've got, so intensely focused on what you want that you can break out and better your best over and over and over again. Just like a fire needs fuel, oxygen, and heat in order to ignite, you need to be able to tap into your source, tune into your psychology, and transform your state in order to generate superlative, sustainable success. And today I want to talk to you about a client I had a few years ago. Her name, we're going to call her Carol. And Carol called me because she said her life wasn't very fulfilling, that she was unhappy, that maybe she was even a little depressed. Now, let me give you a little background about Carol. Carol was making well over $250,000 a year. She lived in La Jolla, which is a very upscale part of San Diego. She and her partner had been in a long-term loving relationship for over 2 decades. So by most people's standards, Carol was already very, very successful. So Carol and I meet, and she starts to tell me about how she's not happy and how she feels unfulfilled and how she's feeling depressed. And this goes on for 8, maybe 10 minutes. And I knew I needed to break her state, so I said, "Carol, can I ask you a question?" And she said, "Sure." I said, "Carol, why do you get out of bed in the morning?" And Carol looked at me speechless. It seemed like for eternity. It was probably more like somewhere between 30 and 45 seconds. And finally I said, "Carol, think of it like this. If all the forces in the universe suddenly came together for you, what would you like your life to be like?" And the reason I asked her this question was because human beings, by their very nature, are goal-seeking. Since the beginning of time, human beings have been getting out of bed looking for something that could give them safety and comfort. We still get out of bed today looking for safety and comfort, just in different ways. What's really interesting is how people are able to find it at different levels, which leads to another question. Why are some people happy high achievers, and why do some people hardly achieve anything at all? Or like Carol, they're unhappy with their success. And I believe it's because high achievers know exactly why it is that they want to get out of bed in the morning. They know exactly what they want for their lives. Now, let me ask you those 2 questions again. Why do you get out of bed in the morning? If all the forces in the universe suddenly came together for you, what would you like your life to be like? Now, here's what's key. Those people who are happy high achievers, they can answer those questions immediately. While those people who don't, they're either going to be like Carol, they're going to be speechless, or they're going to come up with some kind of vague answer, something like, "Well, I just want to be my best." And my question to those people is always, what does that mean? Your best compared to what? You see, social scientists have found that those happy high achievers are motivated by their goals. Specific, difficult, achievable goals. The more specific and difficult they are, the higher level of achievement they get. On the other hand, vague goals like, "I just want to be my best," they're not very motivating. Vague goals turn us into what Zig Ziglar used to call wandering generalities. So let me ask you those 2 questions again. Why do you get out of bed in the morning? If all the forces in the universe suddenly came together for you, what would you want your life to be like? And let me ask you one more question. What would you like to be remembered as? And the reason I ask this last question is because according to insurance companies, on average, we have about 76 years. That translates to 27,758 days to accomplish whatever it is you're going to accomplish on this wonderful vacation on this beautiful planet we call Earth. Wouldn't you agree it's worth investing just a little bit of your time to figure out what you want your life to be like. Now, Carol went away. She came back a couple of days later, and she was a transformed person. She was focused but relaxed. Carol was in operations, and she had been in her job for quite a while. And although she was mostly happy with her job, she wanted to be more involved in strategy building, and that wasn't happening where she was. So she went away. We kept meeting for about 2.5 months. And then she came in one day and she said, I got a new job with a new company. And not only am I going to be able to do operations, I'm also going to be involved in strategy development. She was beaming. Carol felt fulfilled. Now, I'm going to give you an assignment. I know, I'm a college professor. I'm going to give you an assignment. And that assignment is to answer those questions. Why do you get out of bed in the morning? If all the forces in the universe suddenly came together for you, what would you like your life to be like? At the end of your life, what do you want to be remembered as? Like Jane, what you'll find is just by answering these questions, you'll get put directly on the path to generating superlative, sustainable success. It's that simple. Now, in the next few weeks, I'll be putting out more articles and videos about convergence. If you'd like more information right away, again, you can pick up my book, Secrets of the Black Belt Mindset, on Amazon. You can go to my website, blackbeltbreakthroughs.com, or you can contact me about getting the kind of coaching you need for black belt success. Until the next time, this is Professor D wishing you only success.